Hello, fellow robots. Well, in this raw opinion, we're gonna talk about Shuhei Yoshida, the former PlayStation executive that after 31 years in the company, he said no more. But it was not his decision, and I knew it. Shuhei Yoshida was fired as PlayStation Studio president because he didn't listen to the ex-CEO Jim Ryan. Yes, that Jim Ryan. Mr. Live Service, I call him, because he was so obsessed when he was a CEO of the company to make PlayStation a live service company to rival games like Fortnite or Roblox or whatever. And man, he almost killed the brand. Mr. Yoshida revealed he was forced to take a new indie role or leave the company. And that is such an outrageous thing to do for a guy that he helped launch the PlayStation. He was also involved in God of War. He was also involved in Uncharted and The Last of Us. And the last project he was involved in Sony PlayStation was Ghost of Tsushima. And he always, you see him in interviews or presentations, he was such a cool guy, Mr. Yoshida, very happy about it, of everything, and he was so positive, and you knew that he loved and had passion for video games. And he also, I remember, he pushed and helped a lot so the game The Last Guardian to be made. You remember this game that was for many years in development hell? Well, he helped and he was the one who pushed to finish the game. And finally, The Last Guardian, that is the spiritual successor of the 2005 game Shadow of the Colossus, was released in 2016. And I remember that, and that was so cool that some higher up had so much passion about it, and he was so joyful every time. So I really knew that he didn't said no more. He was forced to say no more, because as we know, Jim Ryan and right now Herman Hulst changed in a bad way the internal philosophy of the PlayStation brand in the video game world. They wanted to change and focused on live service games and left behind the legacy of the PlayStation, single player driven games that make Sony great. So he recently said, Mr. Yoshida, he said recently in an interview, and I open quotes, "Moving from first party to indies, well, I had no choice." Yoshida explained to VentureBeat in February 2025. I open quotes. "When Jim asked me to do the indie job, the choice was to do that or leave the company. Come on, man, you don't do that." I continue, "But I felt very strongly about the state of PlayStation and indies. I really wanted to do this. I believed I could do something unique for that purpose." I close quotes. And also he said that if he was already involved in the PlayStation company, he would have tried to resist the direction that the company goes to live service games. And like games like Concord, that really was a disastrous. And also the game canceled the live service game from The Last of Us universe. I don't know, and they canceled a lot of games that they haven't even been released, so because they were live service and they wanted only the money, the money from these live service games like Warzone or Fortnite. But as we see, that's also that trend of live service games are dying because Fortnite had a lot of trouble to make money and people are just tired. And I think the trend of live service games is no more a popular thing, and we are going back to character-driven games, solo players, and with a strong story. So it's a shame that the career at Sony for Mr. Yoshida finished like that. But well, just to say thank you, Mr. Yoshida. Hopefully there are more higher ups in these gaming companies as passionate as you.